Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to KT Garage. This is episode 10 of the 1973 Dodge Challenger Hellcat swap build. In this episode, first I'm going to finish up the channel that I started last week, completely welded in. Then we'll move on and test fit the half-piece inner fender. After the fitment is correct, we'll completely weld it in. After that, I'll move on and install another channel that's in the trunk that's supporting the fuel tank. I hope you guys enjoy the episode. First thing I'm going to do this morning is just trying to make this channel stronger, and I already started from the last episode where I put the support here, and then the inside already have fresh metal, the bottom already has it. Now I'm clamping this piece that goes on this side. It goes from all the way back there to here. We'll go ahead and weld that in, and then we'll put more metal on this side and the bottom, and then I think we're good with the channel. Then we can go from there. First, I use the plasma cutter to cut out the pieces, getting it ready to be welded. Now I'll get into the channel and start welding. See that I welded with a spacing probably a couple of inches apart, just to tack weld everything in, and then I go back and do a complete weld pass. Now I'm taking the clamps out. Since all the tack welds are in, going back for more finished welding. Now I move to the other side. Now what you see there is the lip that I cut out because it was so rusted. I'm starting to grind everything back down. What I'm doing last is to spray with a coat of paint. These are the self-edging primer, so it's whatever rust spot that's left in there will be treated with a self-edging primer. I'm going to show you guys real quick of what the channel look like now. So last thing I did was I spray a coat of self-edging primer on the inside, so everything is coated and treated with a self-edging primer. All these inside has new fresh metal anyway, and it's welded to the original metal. And I ground both sides, this side and the other side. So now it's time to go get the inner fender and start working on it. So here's the entire inner fender. Now I'm gonna have to split this into two pieces because, like you've seen on the other side, I'm gonna have to widen this by about 2 inches to accommodate the bigger tire. It's more like a mini tub. So what I'm gonna do is I'll split it from this side. So this is towards the inside of the vehicle, and then this is towards the outside because I missed this for a reference line. So I'm gonna go get the plasma cutter, and then we'll just split this into two pieces. Well, look where I found my little helper. He decided to take a nap on me. But that's alright, it's noon time. I'm supposed to be taking a nap too. So the inner fender is in. Now this is just only half of the rear one. You'll see that I trim this bracket right here. It's not perfect, but I'm gonna come in with a piece of filler metal, and then we'll completely weld it. I just tack weld a couple of places to keep it in place. Tack weld here, then a tack weld down there in that corner. And then over on this side, I came in and I put a pretty long weld bead on it, make sure it stays solid. So you can see that the whole thing's been welded together. Now I'm gonna go ahead and finish welding this section right here, and then get the inside all welded in, just so this piece is structurally strong, so I can start removing the braces. Remember, I got a couple of braces here. Then there's one on this side, one on that side over there. So once this piece is in and it's fully welded in, I can just remove these two pieces of brace, and then I can go ahead and put the half of the trunk in. It's getting there. I started to make a complete weld pass on the inside of the inner fender. And you can see here that I actually wear a long sleeve shirt. Not sure if you guys realize that you weld for extended amount of time, you can get similar to sunburn, and it does really hurt when you weld for hours. So when I do extended welding, I tend to wear something long so I protect myself from those sunburns. I move to the outside and start tying all those pieces together. Now that the structural is sound, I can go ahead and take those braces out so we can start finishing up the weld pass. Okay, so the inner fender is completely welded in, well, the half of it anyway. Take a look at this side. You can see that all this already been welded in. I tied up this piece with this piece, so they're all tied together, all welded in. This is the back side of it. I just grind down the weld beach a little bit. It just burned through from welding on the other side. Just have to grind it down a little bit. Then on the inside, I've done this earlier where I completely welded this entire section, so that's done. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take off this bracket. This is for the window. There's 2 bolts. Take that off. Get this treated with, there's a lot of rust, so I'm gonna treat the rust. And then you look down here, this is like all rotted out. So I'm probably just gonna cut off, just like the other side, I'm probably gonna cut off this whole section, and we'll just have fresh metal on here. Of course, like this needs to be covered with a fresh piece of metal as well before I can put the other half of the inner liner, because the inner liner is gonna be covering that. And then I'm gonna have to, I just rough cut the rear, the quarter panel. So now I gotta go in and start drilling all the spot welds out so I can get the rest of the quarter panel out. Then as far as back here, I still have half the pan to put in, and now I'm almost ready to put a new pan in. It's gonna drop right into there, along here, out to here. So I think I'm probably gonna work on that next, just trying to get the pan in. And then next week, I'm gonna have to deal with all of this. It's gonna take a while to get this done. To get the other half of the trunk in, what I need to do first is to position this channel right here. And this is used to strap the fuel tank on the bottom. So I need to know the spacing. By the way, this is gonna go something like this. I don't know why, but they made this like so short that it actually has like 1/4 inch gap. So I'm gonna have to fill it later, but for right now, my main concern is I want to make sure that the center line of this and this are correct, just so when I mount the tank is in the proper position. So you can see This is the piece that already been welded under on this pan. So this one, I need to locate it properly. And to know where this go, let's walk over to look at the tank. So the strap goes here and here. So I'm gonna go get a tape measure from the center line of this and this. And then I wanna make sure that it matches with the two channels I'm gonna weld in, just so when I mount the tank, everything is lined up and it's good to go. Well, it looks like it's exactly 10 inches from center to center. So I want to make sure that the other channels are 10 inches as well. First, I tack weld a couple of places, make sure it stays in. Same thing on the other side. I had a magnet there just to make sure everything lines up. And then after that initial tack welds in, I went back and do the finish weld on both sides. Moving to the back end of it. After I put a bead of weld on it, I grind it down flat because the other half of the trunk is gonna have to go on top of that. And then same thing on this side. So next thing I'm gonna do is try to clear this section right here, just so when the trunk goes on, I think it's probably gonna be somewhere here, so I'm gonna have to clear this out, but still keep this structure for now and just get the other half on for the time being. I'm gonna have to trim to fit it into here. Well, guys, it's late Sunday afternoon. I'm wrapped up the episode and post it so you know what I've been up to this weekend. Next weekend, I'm gonna continue to work on the trunk, get that done, and then we'll move on and try to fix the structure of the car where, you know, there's a ton of rust holes everywhere. So we'll patch all that up, and then we'll put the outer piece of the inner fender on, completely weld that on. At that point, we're probably ready for the quarter panel again. But that's gonna be probably 3-4 weeks from now. I appreciate you guys tuning in to KT Garage. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. Thank you.